Hello everyone, welcome back to the Tech Sharmit podcast. Today I'm excited to welcome a very special guest, Yogita Kumar. Yogita is a highly accomplished mobile app developer with over 13 years plus of experience, and she is an inspiring advocate for diversity in tech as a Women Tech Maker Ambassador. Yogita has made a significant impact in the tech world, specializing in mobile app development and excelling with Flutter as her primary framework. Apart from this, she is one of the well-known Google developer expert who is consistently contributing for this IT industry. So today in this episode, we will dive into Yogita's incredible journey in tech, her experiences as a woman tech maker ambassador and Google developer expert. But before we start the discussion, I would like to thank Yogita for joining us today in this episode. And now I request you to please initiate the discussion by telling us something about yourself.
Thank you, Amit, for inviting me and having me over here and telling about my tech journey. My tech journey is not a straightforward, but every step along the way has brought me here that I'm right now. I started my career back in 2010 and right after completing my master degree as a software developer. I'm excited to dive into the world of coding and start building the software. But deep dive inside, I'm feeling that there was something more I need into my career. I had a passion about the teaching. So take a leap into the academics and I work as an assistant professor for 2.5 years. And as a working as an assistant professor, working with the students, let them share the knowledge, share the concept, and see that sparks in their eyes when they understand the concept is giving me a real joy of my life. And as the life brought some new changes after getting married and having kid, during the maternity break, I thought, okay, I'm missing something technical touch, some practical touch to the coding side. So I continued working on the latest technology, Microsoft technologies, and doing the practical hands-on uh, uh, to the root of software development. And it was in 2018, after birth of my second child, I decided to take a long break to take a focus, to take a break or do the focus on my life. However, I kept myself updated with the latest technology and trends in ID. Then when I was get introduced by Flutter, because I wanted to find something new, and this is the time Flutter was quite new, and
Okay.
I was thought, okay, I work with the Microsoft technology, I work with the dot as a .NET developer. Now let's try something new. So I moved towards the Flutter, the mobile app development. And when I started like Android and iOS at that time, I had to take the both code I have to maintain. I saw, okay, to build the application, same application into Android and iOS, I have to learn two different languages, write the code in two different languages. And there is a Flutter is the totally game changer that show me, okay, you write single code and you can run it anywhere. So
Right.
that's get my attention over there. And yes, and that is the turning point for me to learn to go towards the Flutter and love the Flutter.
Okay. So like we just discussed like how you started with Flutter and mobile app development. So if we talk about your so far journey, like with 13 plus years of like, professional experience, how has this field of mobile app development evolved since you start? Because you have witnessed so many changes, right, in this industry. So how things changed by the time?
So when I first started my career as a software development in 2010, things are very much different. Back then building apps, as I told you, iOS and Android, you have to learn two different languages, Swift and Kotlin, Java,
Right.
maintain the code into, you need two different teams, for Android team different, team different. And the maintaining the balance between these two teams, and it's very difficult in our organization. So the cross-platform like frameworks like Flutter, React Native, these are totally the game changer. And gives you the native like platform, saving time and reducing the complexity. Over
Mhm.
this time, as in 2000, from 2018 I started learning Flutter, and I see there is lots of improvement, lots of new updates into the Flutter, giving, and user expectation is also evolved. To meet the user
Right.
expectation, it's very important to always keep delivering the best to the user, and that user feels very natural while using, satisfying their criteria. User satisfaction is more important as a developer. So in Flutter, we are getting the different tools, resources available like Firebase, GraphQL, that make the application building, the complex application is make it easy. And the mobile application become more powerful because now the user area get wider, is all over the globe. We cannot just develop the application, okay, this application is only for this area.
Mhm.
Always developers start this application, I'm starting with the local user set now, but in future it can be expanded in global. So we have to make that application according to that, to give that local experience to the user.
Yeah.
It's very much important, and that difference I see how it gets improved with the Flutter in these 10 to 13 years. Yeah.
Okay. So like Yogita, if we talk about your journey, so let's say if you got a chance to give one piece of advice to your younger self, so what it would be, and what exactly the advice would you like to give to yourself, the younger one of yourself?
The beginners who is going
Right.
to start with the Flutter
uh
application.
yeah, let's say if you got a chance to give one piece of advice to your younger self, like initially you started, you worked
Mhm.
so worked on so many things, right? So let's
Yeah.
say if I say that yes, if I got to know about these tools and technology on my earlier day, then that things would be much easier for me. So such kind of things are there in your journey.
Yeah, so means when I that time very less material is available, and now we
Right.
can see the wide range of material, the courses, everything. You just open the internet and we can search. Initially, it is the official documents there, but the people
Right.
who is spreading the knowledge, sharing the knowledge is very less, and it's very difficult to find. Okay, this people, this community going to help you. So this definitely is, I will suggest, this is the nice way to improve yourself,
Correct.
improve myself. Yeah.
Yeah, so we can say like if we have good resources at that time, then things would be much more easier for those students like who wanted to pursue this career.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's move ahead and talk a bit more about the Flutter, because this is one of your like this is something that is very close to your heart or your profession. So what excites you most about the Flutter as a technology, and how it has transformed the way you approach to the mobile app development?
Okay. So what excites me more about Flutter tech as a technology is how it combines the power of high performance native application with the simplicity and efficiency,
Okay.
because we cannot see any difference the application made up into the native Android, native Swift, and then Flutter application. So it's giving you the same experience, user experience. When I started, as I told you earlier, Android and iOS, two different code base, and it is means only directing the specific device. Okay, Android application, Java, Kotlin going to work only the Android devices. iOS Swift going to work on the iOS devices. But Flutter, I get that one. Okay, you write code, Android, iOS, web, desktop, all the application means write it once, run anywhere. So that excites me a lot. Again, the speed up the Flutter, the new updates coming into the Flutter, new releases, new updates is really nice. And the flexibility and creativity, like in Flutter, is everything is the widget best. So
Okay.
the Flutter allows for such a high degree of customization that user can, okay, if your CX UI UX designer giving you some design, you don't have to worry because there is always solution you can find into the Flutter. You can design that UI no matter what. So you can design that. And while creating the application, that smooth animation, responsive layout, transitions, they are very best source available in the Flutter.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing excites it how fast it is. The fact of Flutter compiles directly to the
Okay.
native ARM. That code makes performance incredibly smooth and even for the complex applications. So that is the best facility in the Flutter. And yeah, the Flutter, the term approach the mobile application app development, it gives you the
Mm-hmm.
bigger picture. Means I got one customer once time. It's a he has owning his own shop, and he come to me that, okay, I want to give run my application. I want to create my own application for my grocery store. At the
Mm-hmm.
initial stage, I said okay. Then he come, okay, I build application, and that time I luckily used the Flutter. And after that he came and he said, okay, can you build the admin site for me that I can operate from my desktop, like
Okay.
entering the groceries and everything? So that time Flutter helps me a lot, and I will say this is the huge benefit of using the Flutter. And you don't have to worry, maybe in future when he go, okay, I don't want to app, I don't want to switch to the website, that will be easy for me to go on the website as well. Yeah, so this is the, you can say the future potential for Flutter by
Right.
using the Flutter application as, as your code base.
Okay. All right. So, like Yogita, we all know apart from GDE title, you also hold the title of Women Techmaker Ambassador. So,
Yeah.
like for those who may not be familiar with this program and this prestigious title, could you please explain what the Women Tech Maker Ambassador program is and its significance in the overall community?
Yeah, so Women Tech Makers program is the global initiative by the Google for women. Okay,
Okay.
so you can see there is, underrepresentation of women in the technology. And as the part of this community, Google give you the access to the resources. It
Mm-hmm.
provides you network so that you can connect to the women who is working in the technology on the wider range.
Okay.
It doesn't matter that you're living into the tech hub area or you're living into the remote area. If you
Mm-hmm.
connect with this program, there are all the session, all the workshops, all the conferences going through this program. And you
Mm-hmm.
can connect with the woman who will you will find that, okay, they're not only me alone, there are some other women in this technology who is facing the same problem, and
Right.
maybe by their stories we are getting solution for our problem. So this is the platform to come together, to learn together, and to grow together. Yeah. And if
Okay.
you an ambassador is not a title only, Google Women Tech Maker is the community, and ambassador is the person who is
Mm.
helping you over there. Okay, you come in the community, you join the community, what I should do the next.
Okay.
Ambassador is the person who can help you to feel it more inclusive in that community. Okay, it will arrange the workshops. Means that is the person who is arranging the workshop, who is sending the invite, who is saying, okay, if you want to try as a speaker for the first time, we are giving you chance, come and speak. No need to
Okay.
afraid, everyone welcoming you, just come and talk, take stage all yours, like that. So I will say is the booster for the women's in tech.
All right. Okay. So as you just mentioned, it's a booster for all women who wanted to pursue or contribute in the IT industry. So could you please tell a bit more about it, like how it has impacted your journey? Because you are you are known as an influential figure both in women community and overall community of the IT industry, right? So like you can just share your thoughts, like how this title or this responsibility has impacted your professional journey.
Yeah, so when I started the Women Techmakers as an assistant professor, I have that means, courage to stand in front of the people and
Correct.
talk about 50 to 60 students. But that is the student. They don't have knowledge. We are sharing knowledge with them, the new concept. But as a public speaker or as a GD or as a Women Techmaker Ambassador, you are talking with the people who is having the little bit knowledge or more knowledge about that particular subject, and you're just expanding, you're just sharing your ideas with them. So that confidence, that Women Tech Makers Ambassador program give me that confidence. Okay, you can go and share your knowledge with the same people who may have that knowledge or may not be. Okay,
Okay.
so just stand and speak. So that confidence and the equality, the equality in the text. There is no need to afraid. Okay, if you don't know, go learn online, share your ideas, make it correct, and
Mhm.
boost up your confidence. Yeah, that's the thing. I got it from the Women Tech Makers.
Okay. All right. So I think now everyone can understand like how prestigious this profile is and how it has impacting the journey of each and every woman who are consistently contributing to this industry as a tech maker ambassador. So let's talk a bit more about your journey as a mentor, advocate, or a speaker. So could you please share some of your memorable experiences from your work as a mentor, advocate, or a as a speaker in the tech space? Like any particular moment that is very close to your heart?
Yeah, sure. Once we organized the workshop for the moms,
Mm-hmm.
through the Tech for Girls community, we organized
Okay.
that workshop, and this is the community which helps moms to resume their career after the maternity break or some break because of the responsibilities. So during that workshop, some moms comes, okay, they are having the career gap for the 5 years, 20 years, 15 years. They work earlier in the IT industry, but after this many years, this many gaps, they forgot how to write the if statement, how to write the loops and everything. So we are
Right.
starting from basics. We are making them inclusive, and after this workshop, some of the women comes to us and they said, okay, after this long break, we never feel that we are going to turn again towards the coding, and we are doing it right now. So
Okay.
that encourage us more. The other thing, I had recently, I had a workshop with the students back in India.
Mm-hmm.
So in India, Flutter is not any educational subject right now. You are
Right.
learning Java, C++, other programming languages, but not mobile language. Okay.
Agree.
So
Yeah.
we had a workshop, and going through all the basic concepts, state management, and the Firebase integration on the application. So that is the wide group of students, and they said, okay, we are done our degree. Can we find any job through the Flutter as a Flutter
Mm-hmm.
developer? It's not in our academic subject. Can we find any job? I
Right.
said, "Oh, listen, can we find, this is the question, but you can apply. Okay, you just write down in your Flutter, in your resume, and you can apply. There is no one in the industry who is stopping you from job application, right?
Correct.
So you can apply your academic subject like any Java role or something. Some wise you write about the Flutter, and when the interview happens, you can explain how you learn the Flutter. And interview is not only single round process or something like that. They will
Correct.
take your technical interview, hands-on coding, and everything they will check. And if you find interesting, so two students comes to me and they said, okay, we got a job as a Flutter junior developer, and that's really satisfying me.
Correct.
These are the two experience I really want to share here. Yeah.
Okay, all right. And now, like those who don't know, Yogita is also contributing as a blogger through through her blog posts. Actively, she is consistently contributing through their blogs. So, Yogita, could you please recommend some of your blog posts that you have written and that you are particularly proud of? So, just tell us like how we can reach out to those blogs and the one which is very close to your heart.
Yeah, so I'm taking this opportunity. Okay, so this in my blogs, I write some blogs regarding the a quick introduction to Dart programming languages. So
Okay.
this is the blog which give the basic understanding. You decided, okay, let's learn Flutter. What is Flutter? Flutter is the framework. okay, to develop the mobile application. And Dart is the programming language which is essential to use Flutter. So the
Okay.
first steps comes learn basics, start from the basics. So
Mm-hmm.
there is a blog, a quick introduction to Dart programming languages. Go through that and you will get the basic concept, variables, loops, and everything, and start with the basics. And for practicing to implement, don't start with the massive application, start with simple. So in my blogs I write some blogs regarding the login page or something like that. You can find simple application, one page application, then two-page application, then navigating between the screens. This
Right.
type of application you can find. Again, you can find state management is the most important aspect into the Flutter app mobile application, means managing your data throughout your application. So you can find that blogs over there like GetX and the other stuff. Asynchronous programming is also important aspect for Flutter. You
Right.
can find information about that asynchronous programming in my Medium articles. Also, you can find the newly Flutter updates, because it's very important. If you're learning something, keeps eye on update. Otherwise, you will just
Right.
stick to the old stuff. Okay, go always on the new subject, new releases. So I always keep publishing what's the new release, and I'm elaborating some of the subjects from the new release with the practical demo and all explanations and as well. So please go there and find some more details for you that you want to implement and you want to learn about.
All right. So I think these blog would be very beneficial, especially for those who just wanted to start their career into the Flutter such type of frameworks. So I must recommend everyone to go. And could you please tell the exact website or the domain where they can reach out to you for these blogs?
Yeah, for my blogs, it's a Medium Hello Yogita, and I
Okay.
will paste the URL into this with the help of you. You can get the URL
Sure.
as well. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, if we talk about future, so Yogita, can we expect some of your upcoming projects or blog that you are excited to share with the community in the upcoming time?
Yeah, so I'm very excited real about few things I'm working on this. I've decided to working on this year. So
Okay.
last year at the end, I create the group called Code Yatra, and
Mhm.
that group I just started. And this year I'm going to focus it to growing with and reaching with the more people and sharing more valuable information. I'm also planning to organize some workshop through this group, and so
Mhm.
that they can reach out to more students, more people who wanted to, to learn the mobile application development through Flutter. So that will help over there. And I'm committing to writing more blogs this year, and especially around the Flutter and Dart with the
Yeah.
new updates and a practical demonstration with all the explanations that I'm planning to write. And some talks are lined up, but maybe you can see in the different the events, you can see giving in the talks
Right.
like the AI is gradually increasing in the mobile application development. So you can see some talks regarding that one, how to implement AI stuff in your Flutter mobile application.
All right. Okay. So, like Yogita, if we talk about your profile, so everyone looks towards you as a mentor or the coach, like who has trained a lots of student IT folks. But here I would like to ask a question like who has been the most influential person in your journey? Like anyone, like maybe your mentor, colleagues, or even a family member who have helped you in your journey, and what lessons did they teach to you?
Yeah, throughout my career journey, I have been fortunate to have incredible people
Mm-hmm.
around me, and they make the very essential role in shaping my career. Okay, so first, my mentor Balram Chavan is the incredible person. Okay, he always giving the support, and during he's always there during my toughest time. And whenever I feel that okay, how to do the things, he's there to guide it, and also giving me a new angle that why can't you do in another way, is the another way is more easy, is the another way is more smarter. So he gave me all the direction of thinking. So thanks to Balram Chavan for guiding me throughout my career journey. And also, I have a huge shout out for the Road to GD community. These programs opens the door for me and connected the some of the truly inspiring people in GD Google Developer community. And being the part of program give me the sense of community, and I learn what is the community means and why the community you need to grow your career, grow as a person. So Road to GD helped me over there. Community like Tech Power Girls, Tech Returners have incredibly supportive throughout my journey. And this helped me to okay share your experiences, share your knowledge. And it gives me the sense of belonging. Okay, you can do this, and there is nothing that okay you are the only going into this technology. No, if you are doing in Flutter, you can do it React as well. If you are doing React, you can do Java as well, right? So as a developer, you can be practical with any programming languages. And one more person on the personal level, my family has been my rock. My
Right.
husband, he's the backbone of my life. He's always there for the constant support. And whenever I feel down, he's always there. Okay, you can do it. Go. My kids, they are my boosters. The kids understanding, kids thinking process is totally
Right.
different. When you feel down, just go to them. Okay, I'm feeling down, and they comes to me that what happens, mama, what can we do, like that. And they're very understandable in that way.
Right.
So I really love them. So these are the people around me to always support me, guide me. And it's very important to have the right person surrounded by the
Correct.
right people is very important to grow and positive thinking. Yeah, so huge thanks to these all people in my life.
All right. Okay, so like Yogita, if we talk about the mobile app development or Flutter framework, there are many things that we can discuss here. But just because of the limitation of time, I would like to ask my last question, which is related to your hobbies. So, as we can see, like you are involved in so many technical things, right? So, apart from these technical or professional things, what are those activities that keeps you stay motivated and inspired?
So the hobbies I like, whatever comes in the new, just try it.
Mm-hmm.
Means some new releases happened or something happened, we said okay, this is, I don't have to do anything with this. If some updates come, okay, my whatever project I'm working on, it nothing to do with this new release. But no, you should know the new release. Maybe
Correct.
in future you will get to know where to apply it. So whenever it comes, my favorite spare time is to just take the laptop and keep doing the small mini projects that
Okay.
keep me inspired as a developer. And in the personal thing, as the motivation, like a mother, I'm a mother and an Indian mom. So
Right.
cooking is my personal hobby. And while cooking also, I like to watch the video, the people who, giving the motivational talk, or some they are exploring, they are explaining the technology, some technical videos that I used to like. So these videos helps you to keep motivated, because these videos help as the motivation ring bell. Okay, I'm
Correct.
feeling doubt. Just listen some videos, some podcast, and you will feel much more motivated on it.
Right. Okay, all right. So, thank you so much, Yogita, for joining us in this episode and for sharing your expertise with all of us. It was really very nice talking with you. And again, thank you for being a part of the show.
Thank you. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you.